We will turn this room around after for Coach's TV show taping. Coach, when you're ready, take it away.
Oh, man. What a game. That one, that was amazing. I've been a part of a bunch of crazy moments. That was one that went our way. And just thankful for the favor that we had tonight. Just first of all, man, just thankful for the favor that the Lord showed on us tonight. I mean, because that was a game, obviously, that could have gone either way. And both teams battled their tails off. I mean, I think both teams deserve a lot of credit for the competitive spirit and fire. Both teams just fought and battled, and there was, times where you're like, we're going to win it. And then it was like, oh, this ain't good. Oh, we're going to win it. Oh, this ain't good. It was kind of, back and forth. And we made enough mistakes to lose the game. And they made, obviously, mistakes too. But we just made just a couple more critical plays than they did. Obviously, we made the kicks. They missed kicks. The extra point was huge. Obviously, you never know when those things are going to kind of come back to get you. Obviously the just debacle on the goal line on 4th and 1, and oh my goodness, on 3rd down and 4th down, the fumble, and then we just supposed to hand the ball in the back. we turned around and tried to hand it to Peter, and that was just unbelievable. And so we had some critical mistakes, but the defense went and got a big stop. That was a huge 3 and out with 10 deep, and then the offense goes right back down and scores. It was just incredible, and get another 4th and 1, and just a gritty run by 8, and just everybody just getting in the end zone. And then obviously they get the trick play, and get back down there. We only had 1 sack, but it was big. It was big. Sammy Brown. And, it wasn't a game where they were just going to drop back and throw the ball a lot and ask them to protect against our front. They were just trying to run the ball and control the clock, and, quick game and getting the ball out. But that sack right there was big time, because it obviously pushed them back, and we ended up missing the field goal. And then we go out there and, we got a chance to put it away right there, and we didn't do it. And then we get the snap. I mean, it's just like, you got to be kidding me. And, so just my heart was breaking for Flo. And then lo and behold, we go out there and we push them back. I thought Cade was awesome down the stretch. He was a grown man out there in some critical situations down there, but, we brought some pressure. They did a nice job on the field goal block, at least, trying to just create some heat, and fortunate that he missed it. But just an awesome game, man. I mean, you don't usually, win games that you fumble the ball on the goal line and you have a snap at the end of the game like that on a 1-point game. But let me tell you something. You usually win games when you have 200 plus. You usually win games when you score 45 points too. And we've lost games this year in both of those situations. So, hey, man, you got to take the good with the bad. And tonight, it went our way. But the credit belongs to the players, because they just never quit. I mean, they just hung in there and battled. And it's just special to see. I mean, I can't even put it into words. And I told it to the staff this week, like, the tougher this season has gotten, the closer this team has become, the stronger that they've gotten. The more pain and the more disappointment, the more they dug in. And it's just been amazing to witness it. It just is. And, it's been special to see that. And you think but you don't really ever know until you get put in situations and you find out. But this is an amazing group. I mean, they just battle. I mean, Cade, he battles. He made some mistakes tonight, but he battled. How about Adam Randall, 15 for 105, 2 touchdowns. Antonio, 7 catches. I mean, Walker Parks out there just fighting with everything he's got, a 6-year guy. Cade a 6-year guy. And just awesome. AV, that's a Clemson record for a DB. That's his 7th forced fumble in his career. So, just an incredible job. And you know, from a defensive standpoint, it's always about points. I don't know. That's got to be one of the fewest points that Coach Braum team has had at Louisville, because he's one of the best. They do an amazing job with their team, their personnel, their scheme, and you know, so to hold them to 19 points was awesome. But to me, special teams won this game. Special teams won it. A couple more field goals. That's 10 in a row. That's 10 in a row for Hoosier. 10 in a row. And, you know, Jack Smith, as much as, you know, everybody wanted to just, you know, create all kind of stories and narratives, and Swinney's crazy, and did a portal punter, and, you know, maybe, just maybe, we might have a little bit of an idea of what we see at practice every day. And maybe that can be a lesson moving forward before we start crucifying people. The kid ain't even had a chance to play. This kid has been an MVP for us this year. And it's amazing because not one nice word was said about Jack Smith in the offseason. Nothing. And he has been amazing all year. All year. And that play he made tonight, listen, that's a tough situation, but he didn't make it worse. You know, he just covered the ball and gave us a chance to play defense. And, man, I'm just really proud of him. 4 or 5 inside the 20. We were really concerned about that returner. 0 return yards. Awesome job placing the ball, and just a great job. And listen, man, my heart just broke for Flo, because same thing. We don't have a more Clemson guy than Florenzo. And you know what? Nobody even probably knows who he is, but they knew who he was tonight. And I'm sure there was a lot of hate going on social media on Florenzo, because he made one bad play in 5 years. In 5 years. And he didn't think he was going back in. Lo and behold, we got to go back in there. And he didn't think he was going back in there. I said, oh, no, you're going back in there. There ain't nobody I believe in more than Florenzo. I said, you're going back in there and you're going to throw a freaking dart. That's what you're going to do. What you've done for 5 years. And boy, he did. What a dart. And so I'm so thankful that the good Lord worked it out for him to go back out there and be able to finish the game, because that guy deserves it. And I just, man, because a tough way to end, you know, if it had not gone our way right there. So I'm just thankful for our defense just going out there, and they didn't flinch. They just kept battling. And that's who this team's been. I'm just really proud of them. That's 3 in a row on the road this year. It's 3 in a row on the road to come up here and beat a ranked football team at their place on Friday night. It was awesome. And if we continue to play like we're playing, you know, just with the toughness and the grit and the will to win, we can have a great finish. And can't do anything. We can't go back and get a start, but we can dang sure have the type of finish that we want to have. You know, anybody can have a great start. Not everybody can finish well. But we got a chance to finish well, and I'm really, really proud of that. So, hey, next week, got a chance to be back in the Valley for Senior Day. And these guys are special. This is a special group of human beings, a bunch of winners. I mean, Blake Miller, Tristan, Flo, Casperson, Woodaz, Klubnik, Adam, Antonio. I mean, these guys are amazing. They're amazing. Jay Loon. I mean, we just have so many great Cuddy, so many great seniors. And I'm excited to celebrate them in the Valley. And we got a chance to punch our ticket to the postseason and keep one of the longest streaks in college football history, you know, a bowl eligibility, and keep maybe a postseason opportunity to win streak alive too. So just thankful for the fight, the grit, the toughness. Special. I mean, this is why you do it. It's special to be a part of a group of people who really love each other and care about each other. And that locker room was awesome. And again, at the same time, my heart breaks for Louisville, because they easily could have won that game too. And for their coaches and their staff, and I've been on both sides of it. And I just, but hey, tonight it went our way, and hey, we're gonna celebrate it, and we get a day tomorrow. I don't know what time we'll get home, but we'll have tomorrow and Sunday to kind of rest and recover. And we basically got 15 days, you know, to the finish line, and we got to show up Monday ready to go and try to have the best possible finish that we can. So just, again, thankful to the good Lord for allowing me to be a part of it, but just thankful for these players and their just their heart, and I'm thankful for the staff. I mean, everybody's battling. So special night in the Valley, or special night here up here in Louisville, and we're looking forward to a special evening. We might get a little bit of night in the Valley next week, since it's, I think, a 4:30 kickoff. So injury-wise, I think we came through okay. We'll have to see where Walker is and kind of what happened. I don't really have much detail on that, but I know that game meant a lot to him. He's from up here, and his dad played at Kentucky. So I gave him a game ball at the end. So I'm really happy for Walker Parks.
Coach, you said before the season you thought Adam Randall was going to be a great story this season. Scored both your touchdowns tonight, had the big 46-yard run to set up the 4th and goal.
Yeah, that's why we didn't go to a portal and get it back, because we had Adam Randall. And that guy deserves everything. I love that kid. I mean, he's amazing. It's his first year to play running back ever. I mean, and he's just gritty. He's tough. There's just nothing. He had a couple of miscues, but we should have scored on the 3rd and 6. We just dropped it. We had it blocked. I mean, we're going to at least get the first down down there and not have to kick a field goal. So we shot ourselves in the foot in the first half with some just basic plays that we just were, we had some drops. We haven't really been having that. Then we dropped the pitch play. We were fortunate on that call, but golly, man. But he just battled back. He battled back, and we got it rolling. So really proud of Adam. He's been a warrior all year.
You said out there earlier that wins and losses don't define your season. So to this point, what does define your season?
Commitment, will to win, stick-to-itiveness, passion, love. Because if you get all that stuff right, the wins will come. So many people, when they have adversity in their life, it defines you or destroys you. But if you're made of the right stuff, it'll develop you. And that's what's happened with this team. It's developed our spirit. It's developed our toughness. It hasn't defined or destroyed us. There's a lot of teams out there that would have been defined or destroyed by a bad start, but not this group. All it's done is strengthen us. We've grown stronger from the struggle. We've found a way to find some purpose in the pain, and we found a way to find a message in the mess. That's what this team has done. And it has developed our spirit. It's developed our brotherhood. I think this team's faith has grown, and it's been a beautiful thing to watch. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't trade it. I've had some conversations with them that wouldn't have happened. I mean, we've won a bunch right here. I mean, we've won a lot, and we'll win more. We'll win more. But this right here will be a part of our next championship. This is just a part of the next championship. It's a part of the process to the next great season. And these guys deserve a lot of credit for it. These seniors. And I mean, the lessons that are being learned, I mean, it's just for the rest of their life are amazing. And again, to be able to witness it and to hear them, to hear their voice, to hear them articulate things and articulate their heart, to again see them, they care about the place and they care about each other. And that's not common in college football right now. It's just not. And I mean, I'm just thankful for them. So, you don't have adversity and mistakes don't have to define you. They don't have to destroy you. That's a choice. And you ain't got to always be happy, but misery is a choice. And these kids have chose faith. They've chose faith over doubt. They have chose to continue to believe. They chose to continue to show up and work. I've said this for 3 weeks. I'm like, it's like so great. Like, as if you watched us practice, you'd think we're undefeated. and how they work and how they prepare. And that's what really hurt me so much early in the season, because this team's done everything right. Spring, summer, leadership, and it just ain't going our way. And it just, and little, expectations, disappointment, whatever. But it's just made us stronger. And I'm just really thankful again to be a part of it, to witness it. And again, 20 years from now, these guys will be telling stories to their company, their family, their whatever. They'll be telling somebody, they'll be saying, let me tell you what I experienced, in 2025. And here's what it taught me. Here's what I learned from it. Here's how I grew from it. And that's what life's all about. And, football is so parallel to life, and the things that you learn, the things that you get taught, we all get knocked down. And for our world, like we get, football punishes you for mistakes. Like it just does. And in our world, there's so much and we all sign up for it. I'm not complaining. There's just so much noise and just hate. And it's like hate the person, not the mistake. Like it's just nasty. And these are young people. And for them to be able to block all that out and stay focused and just keep doing the work, failing in front of the world, if you will, but continue to have the resolve and the mental toughness and the grit. It's special. It's special. Most people would fold it up. But these guys right here, y'all just track them. You just make a mental note and you track this group of guys over the next 20 years, especially them seniors. You track them. Winners. They're gonna dominate in life. Winners. Just track those seniors. All these guys on this team, but you track that group of seniors, and you just watch what happens in their life over the next 20 years. They're going to be amazing. And because I already know, I know what a lot of people are going to learn, whenever down the road. So they're a bunch of fighters, man, bunch of fighters, and just it's special to be a part of it.
Did you get any pressure on either of those kick misses at all, or was it just straight misses?
I had to watch the tape, but they were coming.
Yeah.
We moved on the last one. We, kind of had a little mayday call, but they were coming off the ball with everything they had. So I know he felt some heat, but he was able to get them off and just missed them. So again, we had some favor our way tonight, but we made they had some favor too. So it kind of went both ways, but we just made a couple more plays than they did. They've had a great season.
As many mistakes as he made tonight, excuse me, just 3 penalties for 30 yards. Last week really just had 1 penalty for all intents and purposes. But that's one thing to hang your hat on, I guess.
Yeah. We for the most part have been a pretty disciplined team all year. We've had a couple dumb penalties along the way, but Cade got an unsportsmanlike. The heck. So I think it was offsetting. I guess that still count. I don't know if that counts or not, but we've been a pretty disciplined team all year as far as just stupid penalties. But that was definitely a good thing tonight. And I know we had a big holding call, late in the game. Listen, man, that gun 22, I went and found him. They were running that stretch, and they do a good job. We put some bad stuff on tape that we'll have to clean up because we'll see it again. Where we didn't fit the gaps, we missed some tackles. They cut us in half on the backside a couple times. It was painful to watch. It really was. But hey, we hung in there. We overcame it, and it'll make us better.
You guys were 1 for 13 on third downs tonight. So what was kind of the issue going on?
Yeah, so again, you don't usually win games when you fumble on the goal line. You're 1 of 13 on third down, and you hand them the ball on the. I don't know where that snap was. Where it ended up, like the 20 or something or so. You don't usually win those games. But we did, and we dropped some balls. Like I said, the first 3rd and 6 should have been a touchdown. I mean, Adam just dropped it. I mean, he's got great hands and just took his eye off of it. I think he just was trying to run quick. So we had a couple of those miscues, and then we had obviously the 3rd and 1 where Peter fumbled it.
Antonio slip and fall on it.
Antonio fell. We had just some that was there. We had that. So we had some miscues. So you look at 1 of 13, probably should have been about at a minimum 4 of 13. And that feels a little better. Still ain't good, but at least feels a little better. But we were bad. We were bad. We just didn't do some basic stuff right well in this game. And but the game is having one more point than the opponent, and never more true than tonight.
You talk about what a warrior Cade is playing through injury, but his running ability is obviously a huge part of your offense,
Yeah.
and he doesn't have that right
Yeah.
now. So
Yeah.
how much of a challenge is that?
It's a challenge for sure because I mean other people know it too, and but I wish we had a couple things I think we could have done a little bit more of, but he is getting better, so hopefully he'll be even better this week and just keep making improvement because we need his leg. We're different when he can do what he needs to do with his legs.
Any additional questions for Coach? Anybody virtually? All right, thank you, Coach.
Okay, thank y'all. Safe